We're here with Dicejunkies, and we have an amazing opportunity to speak to Mr. Tim Russ, the legend. I'm a huge fan. As you know, he is Tuvak from Star Trek Voyager. He's also been in Spacballs and many other shows. But like I was telling him, I grew up with Tuvak. That was my Vulcan. And whatever you'd like to tell us about that experience, especially, I'm sure I'm not the first young black man that's walked up to you and been like, "You want Star Trek?"
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky to be part of the franchise that had already started way back in the time when Gene Roddenberry started the original series, and it was always a forward-thinking concept. You know, it's the future. You know, it's a couple of 3 centuries into the future. So obviously things are going to be a lot different, and people who are represented in different walks of life are going to be seen differently in the future. So for them to have, for example, an African-American Vulcan character would not be unusual, especially given the fact that the planet he comes from has 2 suns instead of 1. So you can imagine just how hot it is. In any case, it was really very cool to be able to walk in the footsteps of Leonard Nimoy, who established the type of species in the series, and to follow up and continue sort of his legacy. And I had a great opportunity to do so.
That's what always amazed me, because as a fan of the show, I had a very big impression of what a Vulcan was.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take it away from other people that tried to do it, but when I saw you, I said that just the look, the face captured this character and let me know that you knew what you were doing.
I had to bring that character to life in a believable format, because not only are the fans going to be aware of what a Vulcan character is like, because he's already been established, but also the producers had to be happy with what I was doing. It had to be believable, it had to have the right walk and talk, and I was lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time and to be right for that role. It makes all the difference in the world for making it just come out just right. Otherwise, any of those little factors were off center, wouldn't have happened.
Absolutely. Now, Blood X is our Spaceballs fan. If I don't let him ask you something, he'll probably just shove me into the back here.
I'm not going to bulldog you, but yeah, Spaceballs is one of the movies that I went to the theater and my uncle was one of the camera operators in the camera jam, so he cut off the strip and gave me a piece of the film strip itself, and I had it through college. I don't know what happened to it now, but it was one of those movies that, as a kid, as a sci-fi Star Wars fan, I loved the parody. And Mel Brooks cast you in a character that is iconic, and anyone who's ever watched the movie remembers your famous line in the desert, which is, what?
We ain't found shit.
Exactly. It's funny, my wife and I still, whenever she asks me, did I find something? I ain't found shit, because I loved that line. It's so classic. So what was it like working with the Mel Brooks on a Star Wars parody?
Oh, well, at the time, you know, it was a couple of days worth of work out in the Yuma, Arizona desert, which was quite hot at the time. And he was great. I mean, he was easy to work with. He was a wonderful guy, very nice personality. And he had cast me in that role just based on seeing me in a play. I was in a play in L.A., and he came to see the play. So he cast me directly from that play. I didn't have to obviously go and read for it. He just said, come on and do this role. And I thought, well, okay, fine. It was a gag, and it was just a one line or whatever. And I went out in the desert. We worked a day or so and shot it, and I came home. And then, 25 years later, it becomes an iconic, satire comedy.
It is.
Because I didn't know what the rest of the story in the script was, because they only gave us that scene.
Right.
So I had no idea what else was coming. And I thought, yeah, this is a cute gag.
Uh-huh.
And then it turns out to be, the movie turns out to be much bigger than what I expected.
Yeah, combing the desert, literally,
Literally combing the desert.
which I thought was hilarious. Mr. Russ, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Wish you the best of luck.